I also have times when I practice, and I'm telling you these stories so that way you can start identifying demonic activity too, and start practicing the power, dominion, and authority that you have. That's why I'm sharing stories. That's what the Lord wanted me to do, just practical tips. So I'm out running, and this was probably a couple weeks ago, and there was a guy on the other side of the street walking, and he was probably in his 20s, probably late 20s, and just looked like a normal guy. And when I run, I normally I'll see people and I'll make eye contact and say good morning or hello or wave just to be friendly. Well, with this particular guy, when I locked eye contact with him, instantly I felt like someone had taken baseball bats and hit both my calves, and I thought I was going to go down and do a face plant. And I knew what that was. I knew that was him, demonic witchcraft, and I felt it for sure. And it hurt. I mean, these things actually hurt. But they're not real. And so with me, I don't go running to a doctor saying, oh my gosh, my calves are ripped. No, I get rid of the demons. So I did my spiritual warfare prayer. That's a phrase I'm going to use for what I've said before, how I bind demons and plead the blood of Jesus over them and send them to the feet of Jesus for judgment and dispensation. I'm going to call that my spiritual warfare prayer. But this particular guy too, another thing I've added to all my prayers is this, because these people need consequences for their actions. And so now I pray that whatever they tried to do to me is given back to them a millionfold, even if they think it. And then that way, I believe we can prevent a lot of attacks and stop people from going through, because we're seeing all these attacks today. And I believe that we have the power, dominion, and authority to stop them in their tracks, because if that happens to them once, I don't think that people will try it again, but they need consequences.